What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Warriors Report. I have some big news for you today. We hear some news about the Raptors and the ridiculous trade offer for Ben Simmons. I won't cover that. I feel like I've been talking about Ben Simmons quite a bit for the last 2 weeks. So let's get to the other news, which is the Raptors and the Oklahoma City Thunder are discussing a trade which may involve swapping picks. So we know the Raptors have that 4th pick. The Oklahoma City Thunder have that 6th pick. So what does this mean for the Raptors? We've been hearing all sorts of rumors about, them being potentially looking to trade for Ben Simmons, being interested in Scottie Barnes, Jonathan Kuminga. We've also heard about them looking to trade for that 3rd overall pick. And then we get this news. And there's also some interesting news that broke out this morning, which was the Oklahoma City Thunder have apparently made Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander available for trade. What does this mean? Are the Raptors able to acquire Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander? Let's talk about that. But before we get into the details of the video, guys, you know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps me reach more basketball fans like yourself. And also, guys, about 85% of you guys are watching my videos but aren't subscribed. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, I'd be very much appreciated. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Now, what is going on with the Raptors? We've been hearing all sorts of bizarre rumors about them moving up to trade that 3rd pick with the Cleveland Cavaliers, move up 1 spot. Now we're hearing this. Also to note is that Oklahoma City Thunder do have that 16th pick. So does this mean the Raptors are maybe looking to draft someone like a Scottie Barnes or Jonathan Kuminga, which is why they may want to move down? That could definitely be a potential option. But what I believe, the reason we're seeing all of these rumors regarding the Raptors is because I believe Masai Ujiri is playing mind games. Now, I mentioned this in a few videos ago where I said he's throwing out all sorts of smoke screens, and I believe there's a reason why he's doing this. I genuinely feel there's going to be a big trade brewing with the Raptors, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later. And I believe, much like how Sam Presti did with the Raptors back when the Clippers signed Kawhi Leonard and they acquired Paul George from the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think this is a case of where Masai Ujiri is just playing mind games with different teams. And there's definitely a trade, I believe, that is in place. And we know, obviously, the Raptors looking to trade up to that number 3 spot. And now we're hearing rumors about, them moving down. I think this is definitely to try and gauge what the Cleveland Cavaliers could give you, what the Oklahoma City could give you, but also because it diminishes the value when you're trying to trade with, let's say, Cleveland Cavaliers. You're trying to trade for that number 3 pick. Maybe they're asking for too much price. So that is why you talk to Oklahoma City Thunder. You get this news out there. Then it scares teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers into thinking that, maybe we should just take that offer with the Raptors. This would also be a case about a lot of news we may have not even heard of. We know the Raptors don't leak news. So maybe there's something brewing behind the scenes. Pascal Siakam could be an option. Maybe teams are getting greedy and trying to ask for too much like how the 76ers did. Maybe this is just a case of the Raptors just throwing out news out there to kind of leverage teams, to kind of give up less. Maybe they're trying to ask for more. That could be one of the reasons I believe the Raptors are in all sorts of rumors about looking to trade up, looking to trade down. Ben Simmons. We heard a little bit about the Pascal Siakam rumors, and then obviously Scottie Barnes, Jonathan Kuminga, I believe was smokescreen. They're nice players, but I don't think the Raptors will take them. And now we're hearing this news. I definitely do believe there's something brewing behind the scenes with the Raptors, which they aren't letting on into the media. And that is why you're hearing rumors with about 3-4 different teams and the Raptors being in trade talks. Now let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Raptors, what this means for both of the teams. We know Oklahoma City Thunder love their 1st round picks and they're looking to move up in the NBA draft to draft obviously a better player. Now, we've been hearing rumors about Raptors and Scottie Barnes being a one player they've highly valued. They're definitely considering. So could the Raptors actually choose someone like a Scottie Barnes or Jonathan Kuminga with the 6th pick? It could definitely be smokescreen, but it could also be a real possibility of the Raptors maybe looking to trade back, maybe get more assets. Maybe they're going in full rebuild mode for all we know. Maybe they're looking to trade Pascal Siakam and looking to acquire more picks. We know the Oklahoma City Thunder have a lot of 1st round picks, but they also have that number 16th overall pick as well. Maybe they're trying to acquire those trade, maybe more. And then also Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's talk about him. Now, it is to note, guys, although he may be in trade rumors, I will come out and say this right away. It will not be easy for the Raptors to acquire him. You can't just throw in the 4th overall pick, a future 1st round pick. That is definitely not going to happen. Sam Presti, we know, is a smart general manager. You can't just rip him off like you did with other teams. As great as Masai Ujiri is, Sam Presti is his buddy for a reason. They're smart minds. They think alike. And that is why I think it becomes really challenging to trade for Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander. The Oklahoma City, we know how much they ask for players. They get a lot of 1st round picks back. So I think if the Raptors even think about trading for Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander, I think you definitely have to include someone like a Gary Trent Jr., first round pick, several first round picks, I believe, because we know Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander is soon going to be, he can get that extension contract done. I think maybe the Oklahoma City Thunder don't want to pay him. That is why we may be hearing the trade rumors, but it becomes really challenging because he's not making a lot of money, so it becomes difficult to match salaries, but also in terms of what you would give up. Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander is 23 years old. Why would the Oklahoma City trade him? You may throw out OG Anunoby's name, you may throw out Pascal and even Fred VanVleet, but why would Oklahoma City Thunder trade Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander for someone like OG? Even though he is a great player, he's a year older than Shai-Gilgeous, so it doesn't make sense for the Oklahoma City Thunder to trade him, I believe, to the Raptors. I think they're looking for a bunch of first-round picks, a lot of young players. I don't know what's going on with the Oklahoma City Thunder, but it would be amazing if the Raptors did get Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander. I just don't see that happening, though. It is going to be a really challenging trade to make with Sam Presti. He's a genius, and we don't have that many assets we can throw that are younger than Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander. So that's going to be definitely a tricky trade for the Raptors, but I do want to hear from you guys. What do you think is going on with the Raptors with all of these rumors brewing? We hear about Ben Simmons, Scottie Barnes, Jonathan Kuminga looking to trade up, looking to trade down. It seems like the Raptors can't make up their mind. They're running in all sorts of places. I do want to hear you guys. What do you guys think is going on with the Raptors? Do you think there's potentially something big brewing, which I think is the case behind the scenes? Let me know all of that fun stuff in the comment section. And if you guys are still watching this video, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.